and how do you do? I am Cami Cam of Cami Cam Comics. I am a self-published comic book artist and writer. I currently have several projects that I'm working on, but this video is talk about just a vlog to get it all out. So I have Pug and Cat, and I illustrated 10 pages, and I stopped. That was a terrible idea. It was a big mistake. I think overall, the hardest part, or where I've challenged most, is just that as I was reading the edits of my script, there were parts where I was like, did I really write this? Did my editor write this? And so I had a lot of conflicting emotions over it. But then I was like, let me actually sit and read the script that they edited. And I did. And then I read the script that I wrote. I'm like, okay, I see the changes. So one thing that I want to do before I continue to move forward in my writing journey is to actually study scripts. One of my fellow members of Comic Book Making Club, shout out to you, they had tips on, this is where a website dedicated to comic book scripts, the proper way to format, or a standard way of formatting, because apparently there's no real standard, but there is a way to standard. And being a person who does my own art, it is kind of like, oh, I didn't know all of this. So I plan on trying to study one a day, share some of that study process, some notes and things as I review and read them. So that'll be cool, that'll be great. And then I hope to just really make it. I think I want to do more graphic novels. I think for Pug and Cat, I'm actually going to do the floppy copies, like the 20-page standard issue type comic. And for that, I also want to, because it's 10 chapters that I outlined, I'm going to be shrinking it down into, I think it's going to be 6 issues, because I did chapter 1 as a whole entire book. Chapters 2 and 3 will be book 2. 4 and 5 are book 3. 6 and 7. 8 and 9, chapter 10. So 6 books. So chapter 10's really gotta hit. I have some ideas for some add-ins that I want to do for chapter 2, and I'm intimidated because I still feel like an imposter. Real talk, making comics has been something I've been avoiding for a long time in my life. And it's every time I get momentum, I'm doing it and I'm excited about it, I stop. I have a lot of self-sabotaging. And I think a lot of other artists have self-sabotaging. So, we're looking for tips and tricks to stop self-sabotaging. I want to write more comics. Call myself a comic artist because I always have ideas. So, this is called Idea Time. Number 1, I have these magical girls. They're called the Stardust Warriors. I created a whole entire guided journal for them that is available on my Ko-fi and on Amazon. If you get it on Ko-fi, you get the bonus, which is maybe stickers, maybe prints. Stay tuned to find out. I haven't actually done it yet, but I'm 2 pages away. 2 pages in the cover design. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be, because it's already so well received, because each Stardust Warrior represents a part of the magical girl identity that gets overlooked. So everyone deserves to be a magical girl. Everyone. So I'm really excited to finish that project, and that is something that I'm let me finish that first, because I was supposed to finish that in March, and now we're in May, and I had not finished it yet. So, gotta finish that, and then back to Pug and Cat. So, ideas for stop procrastinating. Always talking about ideas for comics. Stardust Warrior is supposed to be comics. Pug and Cat is supposed to be comics. Then I wanted to branch off after Pug and Cat book. All the books are completed. Then do mini episodes of Pug and Cat. I also want to make Pug and Cat a web comic. So I think what the advice was given is that do it as a web comic first and then a print comic. So what I have to do is finish book 1 before I can jump into books 2 and 3 and 4. But I do have to always be writing because I have a lot of ideas. Then let's talk about reprises. So right now my focus is the Noodle Kid. And then once I have the Noodle Kid scripted, I want to move into my other noodle-based story, Noodle's Destiny. And then there's also issue 2 of Snack Time, which is really just retelling, originally I copied and cut the panels from the webcomic and put them in a book format. I'm like, okay, that's cute. But I'm trying to be a better writer. So I want to take some of the chapters of the book and expand them to make a better book or a better story. And then I have another idea for this romance that I want to do, but I'm trying not to talk or stick too much into it. But overall, you get the gist. There's a lot of ideas, a lot of instances where I'm like, oh, this would make a good comic. So it's just organizing my ideas. How do I organize my ideas? I got post-it notes, I got sketchbooks, I got notebooks. But I just had to get this off my chest. I just had to clear my brain. So this is like a brain dump, and I'm just sitting here in front of the camera. And I think that's like one of the most important things that an artist or a creative can do, is just dump it out. Fart face. So those are my intentions, those are my plans. Finish the projects I have first before jumping into something new, because so many times, oh, I'm not gonna finish that. And when you don't finish anything, you don't have anything to show for it. So this is my testament, or my, I guess, maybe, I don't know. But the steps of getting it done. So let's call this day 1, day 0. Step number 1, finish our guided journal series. Then we are going to finish drawing Pug and Cat. After we draw Pug and Cat, Noodle Kid. I want to have batch work, so I want to have 5 chapters done of the Noodle Kid before I start the art. So that's writing to do. Time management. I had bought books on time management. I did not read books on time management. So I need to time manage my time to read those books on time management. Okay. Yeah, that's the end. I want to believe in myself. I want to say, hey, I can do this. Like all the other, like the gurus, like, you got this. You have everything that you need to be successful already. Yeah, you do. But fear and anxiety are holding you back, and fear is anxiety, and anxiety is fear. What are you afraid of? And I think that's a conversation for another time. But I'm a comic book artist, so I'm gonna make some comics, because I'm looking forward to telling these amazing stories. So I'm gonna go write, and I think I'll start going live for writing sessions, maybe light some candles, do some lo-fi, because lo-fi is just vibes, especially Nujabes or Chill Hop Studio. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, but I'm procrastinating now, so I gotta get up out of here. I got to go, so I just I can't get up. I'm old. But yeah, that's it. So get organized. Stop letting fear dictate what you can and can't do, or who you can call yourself to be. Make the work. Make the comics. Make the guided journal. Make the art. Because the world needs your art. I hope that every story I have inside of me is released and impactful to the world I live in. That someone sees Pug and Cat and like, wow, I resonate with this. Someone sees the Stardust Warriors and they're like, wow, I can be like that. So do the thing, man. Do the thing. And that's it. Ideas are gonna keep coming. And if you don't make those ideas, you're gonna wish you're gonna be 30 plus years old saying, oh, what it shoulda coulda. 40 years old, what it shoulda coulda. And you're not too old to start. You just have to start. Okay, that's it. For real now. Stay tuned. Stay blessed. Thank you for watching. I love y'all.